Hey, it's Monday.
Feels like it.
Feels like a Monday, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Means it's time for another episode of Your Daily Scrum with professional Scrum trainers Ryan Ripley and Todd Miller. We just want to take a minute to thank everybody who's jumped into the new Agile for Humans community. If you are not in the community yet, where are you? What are you thinking? What are you doing? You can join us. It's community.agileforhumans.com. We hope to see you there. There's the link, community.agileforhumans.com. It's in the show notes as well. Building a community of people looking to advance and get better at Scrum, right? Scrum mastery is what we're after.
Mm-hmm.
And that community is a great place to go. So see you over there. Join us. Again, check out the notes for more information on that. And today, Todd, we're taking on Agile principle number 6.
Number 6.
The most efficient and effective method of conveying information to and within a development team is face-to-face communication.
Very formidable voice, Ryan.
There we go.
You know, have you noticed a trend with this one with me?
Everybody hates this one.
But so they only started in March of 2020.
Yeah. Once COVID hit and pandemic time and everyone working from home, it's like, well, maybe this one isn't that important anymore.
Yeah.
And I disagree.
I disagree too. And I think the thing is right now, Ryan, we're recording this having face-to-face conversation.
Yeah. We can see each other's faces. We can tell when each other's not paying attention. We can tell when the cell phone creeps into the screen. I want everyone to remember the manifesto was written the manifesto of Agile software development was written back in 2001. Think back to the amazing high-speed internet available in 2001.
Mm-hmm. No.
Think back to the awesome teleconferencing tools available back in 2001. Think back to the webcam technology and the megapixels. It sucked back then, guys. The internet was slow. The cameras stunk. The tools were difficult. If you were in a Fortune 500 company, maybe you had like the Cisco telepresence or some really expensive equipment, but otherwise you were on a slow internet connection on a crummy camera with tools that were just awful. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So now with Zoom and nice cameras and good sound, I think we got the 90% experience here. What do you think, Todd?
I think so too. And, interesting story. We could probably let's be open with our audience here. Ryan and I, as closely as we worked together and wrote a book, once a pandemic hit, we didn't see each other in person for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
In that 2 years, we started a company. We've done a lot of things. We've experimented with all kinds of new things. We saw each other really for the first time face to face in almost 2 years in December. This is
very true.
The first 5 minutes were weird. we're kind of like,
are you real?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, but then after that, it was honestly, it was like we had spent a lot of time together before. Right, I didn't notice.
And we have spent a lot of time together.
Ton.
Right? So on camera, teaching classes, working in our new community, recording videos, doing all sorts of stuff online like this. And so I think the new tools, like I said, have gotten us to this 90% experience where I think this is pretty close. Is it as effective and efficient as us sitting together talking in a room? No.
Right.
It's not. And if people are arguing that, they're nuts. But is it close enough to where it doesn't make sense for me to fly to Todd's house or Todd to fly to my house super frequently to work together? It's close enough. And it can be excellent with great online facilitation, great activities, tools like Mural or Miro. I mean, Zoom combined with Mural, pretty awesome combo.
Yeah. Yeah, and leverage those tools too. And I think that I would not like this, and I'd want to retire this principle if it said instead of face-to-face communication or face-to-face conversation, if it said in-person conversation.
Yeah.
That's where I think that we could say, this doesn't exist anymore. But face-to-face communication, like we just kind of outlined, right? We're doing it right now.
Yep.
And so we highly encourage you. We know there's Zoom fatigue, there's all these other things, but if you're out there and you're working with teams that don't have their cameras on, You've got to find a way for at least an hour a day to make that happen. You're missing seeing the body language. You're missing some kind of interconnection. Ryan, I would venture to say that if you and I had exclusively talked on the phone without any kind of Zoom or something like that, that we probably wouldn't be where we are today. I won't say probably. We would not be where we are today with things.
I totally agree.
So we absolutely need it. It's 2022 now. We've been through 2 years of a pandemic. Cameras on, even if you create some boundaries around how long that needs to be for, right? But I think it's pretty important at this point, and I think that in and of itself fulfills this face-to-face community conversation.
I like it. If you heard that bell, that's another person joining our community. So community.agileforhumans.com. Check it out. End screen time. Check out the socials. Like and subscribe so you never miss a video. Leave us your comments. What do you think about face-to-face communication and the new remoteness of the world? Let us know in the comments. Ask us your questions. Your questions turned into videos. Some videos just popped up. Check those out too. We love it when people binge watch all 300 or so episodes of Your Daily Scrum. We can see that in the analytics, and it's awesome when you all do that. Tell you what, today, go forward, do some great Scrum things, work with your teams, get cameras on, worked into your working agreements, and life might get a little bit better for you. Let us know in the comments how that works. We'll see you tomorrow.